Hello everyone, my name is Carolae Donoghue and I love to write. It's a major part of my life. And today I would like to read for you my latest short story, and it's called Clary and the Old Man. The old man sat back on the bench and laid his walking cane against the armrest. He lifted his face toward the early spring sunshine, and its gentleness held a promise of warmer days. He closed his eyes. He felt mellow in the moment and was thankful for whatever time he had left. His thoughts were interrupted. "Hi, old man." He turned to his right and squinted. He knew who it was, of course, but he also knew she liked him to appear surprised. "Oh," he said, "I wonder who that can be." "It's me, Clary." "So it is. Hello there, Clary." She clambered onto the bench beside him and shifted this way and that to make herself comfortable, then swung her legs to and fro. He knew her routine and never spoke again until her legs went back and forth at least 6 times, and when she sighed at the end, he knew she was ready to talk. Moments later, she sighed. "Oh, how are you today, Clary?" "Not good." "Have you got something on your mind?" "Mm-hmm." "Do you want to talk about it?" Old Man asked. She shrugged. "I don't know. Maybe." "Well, it doesn't matter. No hurries, no worries." She usually laughed when he said that, but she was silent. Old Man turned his face upward again to glean more comfort from the sun, his friend, who reminded him of younger days and happier times. He heard Clary hum. It was sweet and innocent. Then she stopped. "I'm feeling sad. Like really, really sad today." "I'm sorry to hear that, Clary. Are you ready to talk about it now?" "Mm-hmm. You know what happened? My cat Missy, she did something terrible. She killed a bird and it was yellow like the sun, and I didn't know the name of the bird, so I called her Yellowbird. And you know what? I don't like my cat anymore." "That's a shame," Old Man said. "You and Missy have been very good friends." "Yes, I know, but where's Yellowbird? Where has she gone?" "What do you mean, where has she gone?" "I can't find my bird. And I asked my mum, but my mum was making cookies and she didn't know, so I cried and came here. Do you know?" "Do I know what, Clary?" "Do you know where Yellowbird is? Because I have to bury her in the garden and put a cross on her. She's gone, but she can't fly." Clary's top lip trembled. Yellowbird went away. Poof! Just like that. "Where is she?" Old Man hesitated, not wishing to upset her more than she was, and unsure of the best way to explain. Clary always expected an immediate answer, and he invariably had one. Not this time. Not yet. She swung her legs to and fro, waiting, and when she couldn't wait any longer, she talked non-stop. "Do you know what my dad said? He said I shouldn't worry because sometimes cats kill birds, but I do worry because my cat is bad, and it's not fair because my bird was really, really small and my cat's really, really huge because she eats all the time. She even eats the dog food. Where's my bird? I'll never see her again. Where's Yellowbird?" Clary began to cry, and Old Man couldn't bear to see her face crumble with sorrow. He told her a story his mother had told him, and as she listened, her tears dried up. "It's like this, Clary. When I was a little boy, I had a dog called Bud, and he was my best friend. One day I came home from school and whistled for Bud, like I always did, but he never came. My mum and my dad and all my friends, we looked everywhere for him. We searched for weeks, for months, but we couldn't find him. We even went to the dog's home, but he wasn't there either. My mum told me that Bud had gone to a better place, way up high, somewhere in the sky. And you know what, Clary?" "What?" "I think Yellowbird and Bud are up there together. I think they're friends." "Really?" she said. "Really." "Are you sure?" "I'm sure. But you must remember," Old Man said, "when I looked for Bud, I have to look especially hard because sometimes he's hiding." "Where?" "Behind a cloud." "Why?" "Bud likes to play games." "Oh. Sometimes I see Bud and sometimes I don't. So you must be patient, Clary, and keep looking. Yellowbird is way up high, somewhere in the sky. And I promise you, Clary, one day you'll see him. Ah, Yellowbird is a she. Of course I forgot. Sorry. So Yellowbird, who is a she, is up there somewhere. Okay. Old Man watched Clary tilt her head backward and search the sky, left to right and back again. She's not there. Her bottom lip quivered. I can't see her. You said she was in the sky. Old Man looked up and did his best to visualize a cloud that could be a bird. Look over there, to the right, he pointed, in between the fluffy clouds. I think I see Yellowbird. Where? He pointed again. Up there. Follow my finger. Clary turned her head and followed his finger. That's not Yellowbird, she said. That's a whale. It's a big white whale with a big white tail. Indeed it is, Old Man said. It is a big white whale with a big white tail. But you must be patient, Clary. It could take a while. Okay. Old Man's head drifted down toward his chest. He felt tired and rather sleepy. Clary swung her legs to and fro as she scanned the sky. She watched the whale disappear over the mountains, but a few clouds remained. She saw something. She sat up. Her legs stilled. There was a small cloud with a shadow at the side. The shadow had a yellow beak and wings. Guess what? Clary nudged Old Man. I saw Yellowbird. She's up there just like you said. Old Man raised his head. Can you see her? Yes, I can. Clary smiled, so glad to have her bird back. She got hold of Old Man's hand and studied the wrinkles. With her forefinger, she traced the lines between the digits of his fingers and across the lumps and bumps. Then she frowned. What bothers you, Clary? Old Man asked. My grandpa's got wrinkles, just like you. Well, old people get wrinkles. Why? It's just the way it is. Why? Well, because sometimes people have lived a long time and they're old and they're tired. But why? Sometimes people are tired of being old. Sometimes they feel lonely. So the wrinkles come for a visit to say, hello, how are you? Sometimes the wrinkles stay for a while and have a cup of tea. Sometimes even ice cream. Clary laughed. Oh, how she laughed. The next afternoon, when Clary and Old Man were sitting on the bench, she brought him up to date. I want to tell you something, she lowered her voice. But you can't tell anyone. I won't. You remember Yellowbird? I do. Remember Missy, my cat? I do. Well, Missy's not my friend anymore because of what she did. Clary's voice was a whisper. Can I tell you a secret? You can. I got scissors and cut Missy's whiskers. Oh, no, Old Man said. Well, only 2 or 3, and they will grow back. My cat's got a new name. Do you know what it is? No, I don't. I call her Bad Cat now. Old Man changed the subject and asked, should you be using scissors at your age? I'm nearly 7. My dad showed me how to use them, but I have to be very careful. Yes, Clary, you must always be careful with sharp and pointed things, like scissors and knives. I know, that's what my dad says. I'm going back to school next week. Easter holiday's over. Old Man would miss Clary, because she reminded him of his granddaughters, full of life and buzzing with questions. He hoped they'd be as smart and as caring, and would of course include cats. See you tomorrow, Clary said, and scrambled down from the bench. She looked up into the sky and waved. See you tomorrow, Yellowbird. Now you know where she lives, Old Man said. You know where to find her. Yep, yes I do. Clary's blue eyes sparkled. Yellowbird is up there, somewhere in the sky, and I know where to find her. Clary was happy and ran home. Old Man smiled and he fell asleep. The end. But I have one more thing for you. I have a friend in England called Frances. Well, we call her Frankie, and she illustrates sort of whimsical cards. And she liked the story so much that she illustrated this card. So here's the top end. There's Clary and Old Man. There's Missy the cat. I don't know what she's going to be doing to the plant, but she's up to something. And there's Yellowbird, way up high in the sky. And then on the flip side, Frankie wrote this, or should I say illustrate this. There's Bud the dog and Yellowbird, and they're sitting on a cloud, way up high, somewhere in the sky. And you know what? They're together. They'll be friends always, and they will always have each other. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it.